Sunday, Funday, Sunday, Sunday, Funday. Sunday, Sunday, Funday, Sunday, Funday. Sunday, Sunday, Funday, Sunday, Funday. Sunday, Funday, Sunday, Funday.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your commissioner, joined by Coach Six for episode 13 of the Sunday Funday podcast. Now, we're a week fully recovered from that scolding hot sauce challenge that put us on the short-term IR. Whew, Six, I'm sure you're still recovering from that, my friend.
That was tough. I'm not going to lie. That one sent me back a couple of days, but appreciated doing it with you. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to do that with you.
Hey, you're a great host. But first and foremost, I'd like to congratulate you on officially clinching a playoff spot. Your second year in a row. Coach Six, how are we feeling, baby?
Feels pretty good, not going to lie. You know, to the fans in the Sunday Funday League and the 15 viewers that are my fans, I'd like to thank you guys for cheering me on all the way. Most importantly, big shout out to my dad who taught me, just keep on keeping on, baby. Right. So ready for it.
And Six, some way, somehow, your boy is still hanging on.
It's not in your destiny. I like that you got the fight in you, and I'm pulling for you. You might not believe it, but I am pulling for you.
So sweet. So sweet. Well, Six, why don't we look at the rest of those Week 13 games and take a sneak peek of our playoff picture, Coach Six. How exciting.
Ooh.
It's that time of the year. Are you ready to go?
Let's get into it, Mr. Commissioner.
Hit it! All right, why don't we start off here, Coach Six? I made it clear we're in must-win territory from here on out, or else my season is over. But my guys didn't hear no bell this week, bouncing back in major ways with 189 points against my poor older brother, the Rookies. And a familiar face may be making their way back to the team name for our Week 14 matchup against the Stock Champions. Desperate times call for desperate measures, Coach Six.
This one, it took me back to 8th grade history class, believe it or not. Shout out to Miss DeVille. She's my favorite teacher to date.
Hopefully she's watching.
She might. I think she is one of 15. The Civil War, our country was torn, and it was brother versus brother fighting for their lives. In the Wook's case, he was south of you on the scoreboard. A little bit of a history jab there. You ended up having your team rally around the fact that you do not have a functional NFL quarterback. So shout out to your team. Kittle, DJ, J. Will, T. Higgs, they all threw up monster stat lines, all to keep your playoff hopes alive. Wooks, in this loss, took a tumble down the playoff picture. I saw him as he was falling down the stairs. Hey, see you later, Wooks. It's going to be a big matchup for him this week.
Yep.
We'll get into that after, but final score here in the brother v. brother.
Yep.
Man, 189 to Wookiees, 121. Speaking of clinching the playoff spots, yeah, that's right. I called it. Victory shades. These things are glued to my damn face all the way up to the 18th week. Next up, I think, is probably, I'd say, the 3rd seed in the division. That's all I have to say. Go ahead. What do you get to say?
Wow.
Yep.
Hey, Coach Six, you did everything I asked you to do last week, and I applaud you for that. Sunday Bloody Sunday, though, dropped his 4th in a row after another quiet outing. And Six, did you see he benched Russell Wilson?
I did see.
Yeah, that's wild. But you know what? Trouble in paradise with Coach Sunday. That means he does not mess around. And it makes you wonder if he's already ready for the 2022 season to start. But Six wins his 3rd straight with a 168 to 135 final. And now let's take it over to Island here and take you to Skull. Coach Skull did everything he needed to do to keep his season alive in this one. Leonard Fournette is playing out of his mind, Coach Six. As for the First Lady, it's safe to say she won't be drafting Mahomes again. I mean, what a bust he's been. She's got to be hitting rock bottom right now because not only did she lose to Skull once this year, but hey, Mama Coco, better take cover because the Mother of Dragons is ready to burn it down once again.
Mama Coco.
Ooh. Coach Skoll, morning boy, he told his losing streak to take a sabbatical. Keep setting that lineup, Coach Skoll, because if the playoffs start today, my friend, you are in it. And you know what, Heather? I'm looking at the camera for this one. On paper, to start the year, you were by far our Super Bowl favorite. Off the field, you are a Hall of Famer in my book. Kick that feet up and get ready to kick ass next year, babe. Final score, Coach Skoll 104. Best tight end here, 93. How about this barn burner here? The Buffalo Biceps and the Grease Trucks. Woo! Biceps came in and won their 4th game in a row, but not at a great expense. He lost AB to a long suspension, hashtag fake vax card. And Thielen got that high ankle sprain. Heading into the playoffs, I expect him to be active in getting his team the right tools to gear up for a long run unless he plays me. Grease Trucks, it's tough to compete when you're playing 8-on-9, my friend. Melvin Gordon, I was like, is he gonna move it? Is he not gonna move it? He didn't move it. So hey, you know what? Why don't you keep that 8 versus 9 strategy going in your week 14 matchup against me? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, it's been a rough going for the Grease Trucks this year. And I mean the Grease Trucks. And it's funny to say, but this could have been the week he shocked the world and upset the Biceps. I mean, let's be honest here, Coach Seeks. The Biceps showed some cracks in the armor this week. Talk about a team. They go for a first-round bye locked up. They need to get healthy and healthy fast for their playoff run. But 4 is the number here, Coach Seeks. Grease Trucks lose their 4th in a row as the Boystraps win their 4th in a row with a 111-81 final.
I just fell out of my chair.
And on to our game of the week. You might want to glue yourself to the seat for this one, Coach Seeks. Kind of a letdown, don't you think? But the viewers, aka me and you, we were hoping to see a heavyweight, high-scoring matchup, and we did not get that. Kev Dog, he bounced back from his loss against the Biceps. And as for the Snapchat King, no win, no problem. His loss clinched himself a playoff spot as he'll be dancing with the other playoff seats next week.
Outside of my matchup, I was over here and I was looking at mine, and I was definitely looking at this one the most. And it was tough, especially if your name's Billy Ward. Your QB, MVP form, 40 points, scampered in for 1. And you lose to a Jets fan who was cheering on a Patriots running back that was exclusively featured as a game plan for Monday night. What happened here? This one was all over the place.
It was.
Each of these featured teams had an interesting outlook for this week. Keenan Allen catching passes with a side of COVID. Billy coming up against a must-win driven commissioner. But I do want to say congrats on the playoff clinch. Billy, tell the 3 seed I said sup. Final for this, Kev Dog 130 to Billy Ward's 117.
Well, Coach Six, it's been a long journey, but we finally made it to the regular season finale here. Keep in mind, we had an extra regular season week this year, as in years past. The playoffs will be starting right now.
Yep, I noticed.
But that's not the case, is it, Coach Six? We should call this week the Score Watch Week, because we have 4 out of the 6 teams clinched already. But a handful of teams are looking for those last 2 spots. Who will it come down to other than the Wookiees of the year? Take you to school, Sunday Bloody Sunday, and the Boom!
I think that's the order of who's favored too, by the way.
Good one. Good one there, Coach Six. You always get me. We have a few teams that just need to win, and they're in. Those 2 are Take You to Skull and the Wookiees of the year. The rest of the bunch, who not only need to win, but they need other teams to lose. We'll start off with this one. Your guy, Sunday Bloody Sunday. Yes, he's in a drought, a bad drought, but there is a chance for him to sneak in. What he needs is, well, first things first, he has to beat the Buffalo Biceps.
Yep.
So that's a pretty big obstacle in itself. I need to lose to Snapchat King, and either Skull or the Wookiees need to lose, and then he's in. I know it's a lot, but it's possible.
I think that is such a likely scenario. John, I'm pulling for you, babe.
All right. And then on to the Boo Man. The Boo Man. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs way up here, Coach Six. They not only need to beat the Snapchat King, but they need either Skull or the Rockies to lose. But it's a long road, Coach Six. We've got a lot to look forward to this week. But I got a question for you, Coach Six.
Ask it.
Are you ready to rock?
Say it with me now. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go! All right, let's start off here, Coach Six. The week 14.
Sorry. No. Sorry, I was muted. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's start off here, Coach Six. The week 14 slate has arrived. We'll start off with best tight end here, taking on the Rockies of the year. Big game.
This is a huge game. I'm looking here. We got a couple of buys going on. Pittman has a buy.
Oh,
But Devontae Adams is back.
he is.
I have Wookiees winning a close one.
Oh, Jace.
People that are watching this scoreboard are going to be stressing over it, but I got Wookiees winning.
Okay. All right. Now on to my side. Dalvin Cook, he's still out. Our star players are just not performing, or they're hurt. Wookiees, on the other hand, those Wookiee mind tricks. He somehow manages to sneak into the playoffs every single year. As a matter of fact, if he clinches, this would be his 5th year in a row, Coach Six. I got the Wookiees winning this one. And let's jump over to this one, Coach Six. Your guys, Sunday, Bloody Sunday. They've got a tough task at hand. They're facing the number 1 seed. The Buffalo Bisons. Is there going to be an upset here, Coach Six? What do you think?
Up to say, but no. No. Buffalo Biceps is going to roll on him. I'm so sorry, Sunday. Dude, he's a wagon.
If you're Sunday Bloody Sunday, you're doing everything you can to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
You look at the schedule, you see that the guy you're facing is the best team in the league right now. He's at the top of the order. Poor Sunday Bloody Sunday. This was the year he just could not catch a break.
Yeah.
I unfortunately agree with you, Coach Six, and see his season ending. But he fought till the end. That's all that matters. So.
If he does win, I'm going to fangirl so hard, though.
That would be huge. And on to Coach Six. The great stuff. Taking on. I got the edge. What do you have here? Is this going to be? This is your week.
I did promise him. This
is our last chance to pick the Grease Trucks, Coach Six. Why don't we just do it, Why don't we just do it?
If you do it, I do it.
Yeah, if you do it, you're picking first, so why don't you show me?
Okay. I'm going to go with Seeks in a very lopsided, just statement win, riding strong into the playoffs. This Seeks guy, man.
Yeah, take your time. Why don't you tell us why?
Let me tell you something about Julio Jones and his hamstring. He's gonna get his this weekend. I got Coach Seeks winning. Third seed in the playoffs.
Okay, well, you do realize that if you get the 3rd seed, I would have to beat the Snapchat King. FYI.
Oh, never mind that.
Coach Seeks.
I'm good with the 4.
What a sad storyline this was all season long. The Grease Trucks. They could just never win us over. They could never give us the confidence to pick them in a win.
Nope.
And I still can't pick them. Unfortunately, I got Seeks in this one pretty easily. Let's see if the Grease Trucks even sets the lineup. He's got a couple buys, so check that first.
Never picked once. It was like me at the 8th grade dance.
That's so sad.
I know. I'm sorry.
Let's hop right on over to Take You to School. Versus Kevin, the rookie. Coach Seeks. This game is huge. This could be a playoff preview.
Oh, dude, I had the pleasure of talking to Kevin, the rookie, today.
Oh, I love it.
He was sizing up his 2 QB situation. If there was an upset here, I would not be shocked. And I don't feel great picking Kev. I'm going to pick Kev. But like this one's upset alert. This one is hard upset alert.
Yeah, I would say this is the one matchup that I'm pretty uneasy about. Hate to say it, Kev Dog, but you're hurting right now. I already picked the Wookiees to beat best tight end here. That means I would need Take You to Skull to lose to Kev Dog. Kev Dog, please. Seeks did it for me last week. I just need a little favor for you, my friend. I let you in the league and just beat Take You to Skull for me. I would appreciate it. I got Kev Dog winning this one. More of a beg. Coach Six, I got a fun fact for you.
Ooh.
I haven't been in one game of the week all season long. Did you know that?
Oh, I know. I've been here. I've been paying attention.
I guess that's what my permanent housing in the basement does. But what you gonna do? But I think this is the week, Coach Six. This is a big week because good old Commish, his season could be over. You know what to do, Coach Six.
Ooh, the appetizer before the entree. This is your first game of the week, so I gotta really get into this one.
Get into it.
Ring that bell, Mr. Commissioner!
And now, for the game of the week, we have a commissioner who's desperately trying to make it into the playoff picture. But he's got one more challenge left, and it isn't an easy one, Coach Six. Will the Snapchat King be victorious here and be everyone's hero by eliminating the commissioner once and for all? Or will the Kingslayer whip out his sword and take down the Snapchat King? Who do you have, Coach Six, in the game of the week?
Let me ask you this. You have $2,000 in your pocket, and you're betting on this game. Like, it's not the commissioner, it's not Coach Jay. You're betting on this game. Who would you put $2,000 on? Would you put it on you? Would you put it on Billy Warren?
Is that your way of asking me who I'm picking first?
Yeah. Good job picking up on that.
Well, Jonathan Taylor is out on a bye.
He is.
And that's the storyline of this matchup here. That's a storyline. Plain and simple. I got to pull some strings. I got to make magic happen. You can't bet against that. You can't bet for it. That's why I'm going to pick the Boo Man to win this one.
Wow.
And advance into the playoffs as a 6th seed.
Wow.
Thank you, Coach Six, for giving me the stage to make that pick.
Dude, it must be hard to win big games without your star running back, huh?
Hey, you did it.
I did it. I paved the way for you. This one, I'm a huge Drake fan, as you know. And I was listening to him on the way home from Orange Theory. I have a quote that reminded me of this matchup.
Yeah.
This is from the song Fireworks. All in all, I learned a lesson from it. You never see it coming. You just get to see it go. Think about that, who I'm talking about. And if I'm looking at this matchup here, Coach Jay, yeah, Jonathan Taylor, he's not playing this week. He's going to bye. But if you look at the rest of your lineup, Deontay, T. Higgins, like Jamar Chase is kind of faded into. That's why I feel really comfortable going with the Snapchat King. I have him winning this game by, I would say, like 27 to 30 points, and you will be missing the playoffs this year.
That's fair. It's very
And
possible.
I also want to say I'm not biased because you beat me in the Super Bowl at all.
But yeah, there are week 14 picks. I cannot wait, and I cannot wait to see this final playoff picture. Coach Six, we'll get dancing, get our dancing shoes on next week. We got a lot to look forward to, and we might have some special guests. But that's all we have for you today. Thank you for tuning in.
Quick episode.
To episode 13 of the Sunday Funday podcast. This is where you sign off, Coach Six.
This is where I sign. I didn't know if you were going to let me. Thank you all for coming and talking some football with me, getting a little playoff preview. I'm excited.
Playoffs! Let's see who's in and who's out, Coach Six. I wish you all the best of luck. Except for you.
Oh, it scares me.
This is your commissioner signing off.